Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cambry and my husband is Herbert, and we are debt-free nomads. Now in my previous episode I have touched on how we went from your normal 9 to 5, paying rent, all the way up to where we are today. In today's episode I'm going to continue talking about our property purchase, how we have made an income while we are stationary, but yet at the same time we still get to travel. In 2021 is when we purchased our property, March of 2021. That following month, we applied for a company. It is actually still the company that we work for to this day. It is still the same company we work for. We have worked other jobs in between. With the flexibility of this particular company, we have had the ability to return. So we heard about this company through some friends of ours that we had met in California. The same type of couple and live the same type of lifestyle that we do. They are nomadic. They live out of their RV. We met them while we're camping. So they told us about this company. I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail about the company or what the company is, but I'll kind of give you a brief synopsis of what it is we do. So we applied for the company in April of 2021, and we had our phone interview and went through background, and we were ultimately hired. Now this particular job, the busy season, because it is seasonal work predominantly, the busy season is in the fall. So we didn't start actually working with the company until September of 2021. Now between April and September is the time that we had started working on our cabin, building infrastructure, more infrastructure within our property. We tried planting vegetables. We were farmers, we we got chickens. It was a great time. A lot of learning curves there as well. And at the time our bills were still relatively low. However, we did have a nice safety net of finance to be able to take all that time off from working. September of that year rolled around, and it was time to go for our training, as well as begin our with this company. And, this particular company that we work for, it has routes. We take company vehicles and we travel around the country. While we're doing that, the company does provide us with hotel stays or Airbnbs. They also provide us with a food stipend. Good little job, and mainly because we don't really have to spend any of our own money while we're traveling. Obviously, some things you do have to buy, but for the most part, they 100% take care of us. So that first year we traveled all through the South, and we traveled up into the Midwest. And I think we had visited something like 15 states that first route that we did. Once that completed, we were closer into the holidays. We went back home. We were still really green with the company, so we thought, we only are going to work in the fall. In December, January 21 going into 22, I had applied for a work from home position, and I did that for a little bit, but then I remembered that I'm not a customer service agent anymore. I can't do inbound calls. It's not my thing. I've done it. I did it years ago when I was pregnant with my son, and it was still just as horrible as it was back then. So even though I had the flexibility of being able to work from our property, it just wasn't me. And all those feelings of being trapped and being trapped to a schedule, and I couldn't do it. So come around April or May of 2022, the company that we were still employed with them, there just really wasn't a lot of work. They had a few jobs that were closer to us, so we were able to travel just in our own vehicle. We were able to travel and go do more jobs with this company. And we did that April, May, somewhere around there. A little bit slower in the summer for where we were at with the company now, that we have advanced more. There's summer work. There's a lot of opportunity with this company. You can almost work just about as much as you want to. We worked September, October. Again, we didn't do a route. We did some jobs that were relatively close to where we live. After October, I broke my ankle. And this particular job with this company, you gotta be 100% because it is physical. I took the time to heal. My wonderful husband was looking for other jobs for us. I had considered going back to doing the call center work. I had considered that, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And we were still financially okay, so we could take our time. But my husband found another job that provided an apartment and food and excellent pay, and we could live on site. I actually went to the interview while I was still in a cast, and they did hire us, and we worked for that company about 9 months. We started out in one state and then got promoted and moved to another state, and we were in that state for probably about 4 months because this job was it was draining. It was a draining job. The benefits didn't outweigh what we needed as far as work and life balance. So we did make a lot of money on that job, and our little nest egg had grown, but we decided, this isn't for us. So we left that particular state that we were in. We packed up everything we had. Now our RV and everything was still on our property. We decided that we were going to go on a different adventure. And this adventure took us out of the country. On the next episode, I'm going to talk a little bit about that 6-month trip that we took. And then that almost brings us up to date. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and we will see you guys next time.